You know the feeling, right? You sit down to study. You're ready. You've got the coffee, the playlist, the expensive planner, and 20 minutes later, you're checking the weather in Norway. Or you're deep diving into a celebrity conspiracy theory from 2008. Your brain just refuses to cooperate. We're told to just focus harder, or try the Pomodoro, and those work sometimes. But what about those days when you're already stressed, you already have brain fog, and just starting feels impossible? If you're anything like the old me, constantly fighting that mental resistance, then this is the technique you've been missing. This isn't a time management hack. This is a mental reset button. It's the microflow state, and it will make you unstoppable, even when you feel totally stuck. The biggest myth about focus is that you have to fight your way into it. Like you have to overcome some massive wall of procrastination. But that's exhausting. You're wasting all your energy arguing with yourself. The microflow state says, stop fighting. Just trick your brain into flowing. We're aiming for a tiny window of deep focus, only 20 minutes, but we're structuring it so perfectly, your brain practically slides right into it. Think of it as a controlled entry into the deep work zone. This works whether you're working on an essay, learning a new coding concept, or even just tackling that mountain of emails. It's the ultimate start button. So, how do we actually do this? Let's break it down into the 3 rules. Rule number 1, the no-choice barrier. The reason we procrastinate is because we give ourselves too many escape routes. Phone on the desk, escape route. 10 tabs open, escape route. Can't decide where to start, major escape route. Before you start your 20 minutes, you have to establish a physical barrier to distraction. Physically remove the threat. Put your phone in a drawer, in another room, or activate a lockdown focus app. Seriously. Out of sight, out of mind. Decide one task, not 3 things. Not study for history. It has to be, write the introduction paragraph for the history essay. 0 ambiguity. The biggest barrier. Close every browser tab, app, and program that isn't absolutely essential for that one task. This is crucial. You need visual silence. If you skip this step, the rest of the technique falls apart. Don't cheat your future self. Now, once you've created that bubble, we move to the secret sauce. Okay, step 2 is the mini sprint timer. We're setting a timer for exactly 20 minutes. This duration is non-negotiable. Here's the psychology behind it. 20 minutes is long enough to overcome the initial resistance of starting a task, but it's too short for your brain to freak out about the size of the entire assignment. It feels manageable. It feels safe. Commit to only 20 minutes. Tell yourself, I only have to work on this one specific thing for 20 minutes. After that, I get to stop. No questions asked. Work with intensity. Because the timer is so short, you have permission to be intense. This isn't leisurely work. This is a focused attack. Don't worry about perfection. Worry about progress. Crucial mindset shift. If your mind wanders, you simply and gently say, not right now, I have 15 minutes left. You acknowledge the thought, but you don't engage. I used to look at a 5,000-word report and instantly get paralyzed. Now, I just commit to 20 minutes of outlining. By the time the timer goes off, I'm usually 5 or 10 minutes past the timer, and I'm already in the flow. You made it. 20 minutes of pure, unbroken focus. That's a huge win. But don't just jump up and grab your phone. We have one final crucial step, the mandatory focus audit. This is what turns a one-off sprint into a powerful, repeatable habit, the 1% edge. Stop the timer immediately. Do not work for 1 second past 20 minutes. Unless you are truly in the zone, then keep going. The audit. Take 60 seconds to look at your work, not to edit it, just to notice, did I struggle to start? Where was my focus strongest? The next step. Immediately, write down the single next step for the task. This ensures the microflow starts easier tomorrow. For example, tomorrow start by reviewing my intro and fixing the first sentence. This audit step solidifies the reward loop. You feel the success, you identify the weak points, and you set a clear runway for your next session. You're teaching your brain that focused work is predictable and rewarding. This is how you build unstoppable momentum. Look, achieving high focus isn't about crushing yourself with willpower. It's about being smart. It's about lowering the barrier to entry, so your brain says, okay, fine, 20 minutes, I can do that. The 3 rules are simple. The no-choice barrier. Eliminate all distractions. The mini-sprint timer, 20 minutes of intense, single-task work. The mandatory focus audit. Stop, reflect, and set the next clear step. I challenge you to try the microflow state tonight. Pick that one task you've been dreading. Set the timer. Lock the phone away. And prove to yourself that you have the power to flip that focus
like,
switch.
And subscribe.
If this helped you, drop a comment below and let me know the one task you're going to try this on. Smash that like button, subscribe for more ways to upgrade your mind, and I'll see you in the next video. You got this. Let's level up together.